Hey FG fam, let me talk to you. Yeah, JC here today from Fittest Gamers, and today I present to you all WWE 2K25, who is not in the game. So I'm going to go over the biggest names that are not in WWE 2K25, and then we're going to talk about why they're not in the game, and potentially why they're not in the game, and if they're going to be in a future DLC dropping later on this year. So without further ado, let's get this show on the road, and let's kick it off with the number one name that has been popping out a lot because they're in TNA and have recently transferred over into NXT as well. We got the Hardy Brothers, the Hardy Boys. Are they going to be in WWE 2K25 as DLCs? I am not sure if they're going to do a TNA DLC. I absolutely think they should be because they are the greatest tag team of all time, hands down, and they deserve to be in every WWE game from here on and beyond. Now, they won in last year's game because they were under contract with AEW, so that is pretty much the primary reason there. The next man on the list is the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. So why is Brock Lesnar not in WWE 2K25, and why wasn't he in 2K24 as a player in exhibition? Because you did play as him in the 40 years of WrestleMania. So he's not in the game because of, the allegations and what's going on. But I have been told that he is popping up in the WWE roster in the app. So I'm not sure if that's 100% accurate or not. But the case is he's not in the game because of legal allegations. Now we move on to the next one, and this one doesn't make sense to me because, he did have a confrontation with Gunther recently this year. It is Goldberg, Bill Goldberg. Why is he not in WWE 2K25? There's absolutely no reason why. He's going to be having one more match more than likely. That's what it seems. He's training. I do not know why he's not in the game unless they're going to do some type of WCW DLC pack, which is honestly a piece of crap if you ask me, because they're going to just take our money when they could have given us Goldberg for free. Nonetheless, I do believe he's going to be a DLC. The next woman on the list is Ronda Rousey, who, did not end her WWE career, or for the time being, that part of her career, not in good terms with WWE. Ronda Rousey's not in the game. This one is not entirely shocking, I guess. I do think we're going to get her potentially in the near future, but like in the next WWE game, but she's not in this year's game, unfortunately. The next man is the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. He is no longer under contract with AEW, but does not have a Legends contract with WWE just yet. I do think they will re-sign him once more, and then we get Mark Henry in the near future. Now, the next man on the list is actually very obvious as to why he's not in the game, but a lot of people comment about it, so I'm going to do it anyways. The Rated R superstar, Edge. Why is Edge not in WWE 2K25? Well, that's fairly easy, because he's under contract with AEW, and that's where it ends off there. The next one is, woo! His daughter is the greatest women's wrestler of all time, Ric Flair. Why is Ric Flair not in WWE 2K25? I do believe he's under contract with AEW right now, a Legends contract, so that is preventing him from being in WWE games, which is very, very, very unfortunate, but that's the case being right now. The next one is kind of weird because we have the faces of his characters, and I already gave them away. The faces of Foley are in WWE 2K25, but Mick Foley isn't. As you see his WrestleMania 22 attire with the checkered, I guess, lumberjack t-shirt or whatever you want to call it. I just botched that there. But he's not in the game as Mick Foley. He's in it as Mankind. He's in there as Dude Love, Cactus Jack, but not Mick Foley, which is kind of dumb, I would say. I do not know why, but yeah, he's not in the game as Mick Foley. The next man on the list, you just made his list. I just gave it away there. Y2J, Chris Jericho. Why is he not in WWE 2K25? Well, because he's still under contract with AEW, so that's a dead giveaway, but some comments do ask us, where is he at, and that is exactly why he's not in the game. And the next one as well, he's under contract with AEW, The Icon. I wish he would be with WWE again, but Sting. Sting is not in this year's game or the past year's games because he's under contract with AEW. And the next one is yes. Daniel Bryan, aka Bryan Danielson. He is not in the game WWE 2K25 because he is under contract with AEW, and I don't know if we're ever going to get him back in WWE. Hopefully we do in the near future, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. And then we got two of the baddest men in the business, the Hurt Business, Bobby Lashley and MVP are not in this year's game because they are no longer under contract with WWE and they are currently taking over in AEW, which is unfortunate because I loved playing as Bobby Lashley. His spear was absolutely perfection in WWE 2K games. And the next man, he is currently in the WWE roster, took the world by storm, and the rest of the WWE world by storm, in Penta, Cero Miedo. He is not in WWE 2K25 because he just came out, and honestly, 2K, I do believe they know that his, the way his character model is such a cool character that people will pay to download him as a DLC, and I do believe he's going to be in a future DLC pack. But look no further because there will be a video later on this week of me showing you all how you can get Penta for absolutely free in community creations. The next one up on the list, she's a badass. She came from, I believe, New Japan or Stardom. Giulia. She is currently the NXT Women's Champion. She's not in the game because she as well came a bit recently, or maybe not too recent, but nonetheless, she's here. She's not in the game, but I do believe she will be added as a future DLC superstar. And the last one on the list that I have here from all, I wanted to do the biggest names possible, those that should have been in the game, and some that were obvious that they are not because they're in AEW, but some that are like, how are they not in the WWE game? Well, the last one, none other than Bad Bunny. Yes, Bad Bunny. I believe he should be in every single WWE game from here on out if they have his agreement. And I don't think he would say no because he is such a mega fan and he's a great for the time being, he was great for what he did. He's a great entertainer. So Bad Bunny is not in this year's game, but I do think we get him in the near future because he has stated several times he wants to have one more match. He wants to have that match to be like, damn, I did that. Even though he did do that with Damian Priest 2 years ago. But yes, Bad Bunny is the last one I want to mention that he is not in this year's game, and it's I guess unfortunate too. And then just for honorable mention, because he was in it last year, Post Malone's character was very cool to use. He's not in it either. But mainly Bad Bunny is the one I wanted to touch base on. He's not in this year's game, and yeah, and then I guess if I wanted to say another honorable mention, which I'm not going to pop up the pictures at this point in the video, Big Show's another one, but Big Show is still under contract with AEW, so that's the big reason why he's not in this year's game either. So there's a lot of superstars that they may be under contract with AEW, and that's why we don't have them here, like Cesaro, John Moxley, etc., etc. And those are superstars. To be fair with you, I don't think we're going to see them in a WWE game in the near future unless AEW does something with WWE, like, hey, you know what? We're going to come to an agreement. Look, you can use them in your video game. Just do not make t-shirts of them. Do not make, I guess, action figures. That's what we do. But you can put them in your video game. And, but I just, yeah, that's something I do not think is ever going to happen. I mean, it'll be take like a miracle. Make it the best wrestling game of all time. Yeah, that's not going to happen. And that's the problem. It's going to ruin a lot of different showcase modes they could do. They can't do a Taker one right now. Maybe they can't, but they can't because they're missing out his feud with Edge. So like there's problems like that arise. We can't, we missed out on a Daniel Bryan triple threat match in the 40 years of WrestleMania because Daniel Bryan's in AEW, so we can't show his triple threat match. There's tons of other reasons why, but I wanted to do this video specifically to touch base on this. I've been wanting to work on this for a while, and now I finally did. So yes, that's the main reasons why a lot of these superstars are not in the WWE game because they are under contract with AEW. That is probably the most part of me. The Mark Henry situation is kind of weird. The Goldberg one as well. Things I don't understand. The Mick Foley one too. Like, why do we have the faces of Foley, but we don't have Mick Foley? Maybe there I'm just nitpicking big time. Because if we have Mankind, Cactus Jack, we don't need Mick Foley. But nonetheless, Mick Foley and those personas are different. Different characters entirely. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you all found this video absolutely informative. One more. We need a bigger ECW roster size. If Paul Heyman is going to be a WWE Hall of Famer, which he is, we need more ECW superstars in WWE games. We need Sabu. We need an RVD version from the 90s. We need Bam Bam Bigelow. We need tons of ECW superstars. Sorry. We need Lance Storm. I could go on. The list will be absolutely endless. Give us that WWE. Give us an awesome ECW roster as well. Even an awesome WCW roster. Please, even though we're going to miss Stinger. Sting is not in there, but we can make up for that, right? Maybe in the future. We have community creations for a reason. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you, every single one of you, for tuning in as always. Remember to leave a like, comment, and sub. Remember that God is good, God is real. Miracles do happen. I'm living proof of those miracles. Remember Hulk Hogan's mantra of say your prayers and eat your vitamins, brothers and sisters, and John Cena's mantra when he was a good guy. He used to say something along the lines of never give up, and you could absolutely succeed in everything you want to do in life. And Dusty Rhodes once said as well, get a dream or grab a dream, get a dream, hold on to it and shoot for the stars, baby. Yes, great things happen for those that pray, believe in God, make it happen, believe nonstop, stay positive. The positivity will lead to great things happening. Trust me in that positivity, belief, and faith. Trust in me, all right? Trust in God, all right? Thank you all so much for tuning in. Remember to brush your teeth, wash your hands, and clean your ass. And from my part of the world, as I always say, good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Vietnam. JC from Fittest Gamers, and I'm officially logging out, baby. So please, cue the static.